Ahmedabad, commercial capital of Gujarat, is witnessing some of the most futuristic projects like BRTS Janmarg, Sabarmati Riverfront Development, and the Kankaria Lakefront Development Project. The growth of this mega city has neglected very important part of it: slums. Ahmedabad has 710 slum pockets, contributing significantly in the urban economy, with around 800,000 people living in it. Local authorities and NGOs are working on improving conditions of these slums, but when it comes to projects like the BRTS and the riverfront development, slums are often neglected. People, without their consultation, are left with no choice in the world's largest democracy. We, the students of housing at the School of Planning at CEPT University, intend to develop habitat strategies for the urban poor at the ward level in Ahmedabad through a participatory planning approach to appreciate the importance of participation in the planning process. The approach of participatory planning was understood through literature studies and a live case study of Kerala. Kerala has a unique model in participatory approach for planning by the Town Planning Department and the Local Self-Government Department. From the case study of Kerala, we experimented a participatory planning approach for the housing development in the slums of Juna Vadaj, Ahmedabad. Juna Vadaj is located in western part of Ahmedabad. It has 73 slums in 15 pockets. To develop the ward level strategy in Ahmedabad, we selected Juna Vadaj ward as it is adversely affected by various urban interventions like the upcoming BRTS corridor and the riverfront project. Juna Vadaj has also 70% of its total population living in slums. Ramdev Peer Tekra na Chapra, Ambedkar Nagar, Rohidas Vanshi Nagar, Panchal Nagar, Chandrabaga Pool na Chapra, Ramto Jini Chali, Mahalakshmi Nagar, Dudnath Mahadevni Chali, Kashmira Mahadevni Chali, Babarni Chali, Gopal Nagarni Chali, Nadi Kinara na Chapra, Madrasi na Chapra, Kadiyawadi. By means of secondary data and visual surveys, we analyzed all slums based on criteria like infrastructure services, land ownership, tenureship, housing typology, and urban interventions. 3 slums performing poor on these criteria were taken up by 3 groups of students for detailed studies: Ambedkar Nagar, Kashmira and Dudnath Mahadevni Chali, and Ramtojini Chali. We explained the importance of participatory planning to the community by a presentation and a small skit. We started our detailed study by introducing ourselves and explaining the purpose of our study to the community by initial dialogues.
देखो उसमें क्या हम लोग तो कॉलेज के स्टूडेंट हैं बराबर, तो हम लोग ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट बना रहे कि लोगों को क्या चाहिए आज आउ बधु पूल.
Through subsequent visits, we carried out household surveys to understand their housing typology, demographic and socio-economic status, their needs and issues.
यहाँ पे जो रहते हैं जो यहाँ के
विनोद भाई गेला भाई.
Apart from household surveys, we encouraged people to participate in the process by making them draw plans for their own houses based on their needs.
हाँ, और इधर मैदान तो हम काम करेंगे.
अच्छा यहाँ काम करेंगे.
हाँ,
ये एक रूम बीजा रूम आ रसोड़ा छे.
हाँ ये रसोड़ा आ गया ने.
अच्छा ये रसोड़ा कौन सा इनमें
ये रसोड़ा आ गया.
ये रसोड़ा तो लिख दो आप.
Taking the process further, We held group discussions with the community to find out issues qualitatively. The group discussions were mainly focused on understanding their needs and issues and their suggestions.
ले जाके ये किनारे कर दिया हमको, उधर लवा बाजू चंडोला बाजू के इधर आने में तो
कहाँ तक आपको पड़ेगा?
ये तो हम मेन सिटी में है, यहाँ से पूरे अहमदाबाद में किधर भी जाते।
तो फिर जाके यहाँ पे नंबर आया, वहाँ पे एक रूम रसोड़ा था और वासना कितना दूर पड़ जाए कॉलेज वालों को, नौकरी मिलती नहीं है, फिर नौकरी वाले हैरान हो जाते, बच्चे हैरान हो जाते, वहाँ पे कोई आउस दुकान कुछ भी नहीं, फिर क्या करने का वहाँ पे जाए। यहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा तो ये अच्छा है कि यहाँ पे हमको एक जात की बहुत अच्छी सेफ्टी मिल गई है, वहाँ 40 में से निकल के यहाँ पे आए, बहुत अच्छा है।
We analyzed our quantitative and qualitative data collected for each of the selected slums, and depending on the analysis, the draft proposals were prepared. The proposals were discussed with the community, and with their active participation and consent, one proposal was finalized. Based on the field study, primary data, visual surveys, understandings and experience of the 3 individual groups, we synthesized our findings. By comparing the analysis of our synthesis with the ward level on the basis of secondary data and visual surveys, 73 slums in the ward were categorized like upgradation for 42 slums, redevelopment for 11 slums, relocation for 14 slums, and partial relocation and partial upgradation for 6 slums. The ward level habitat strategy was then formulated for these categories, focusing on tenure, housing and services, finance, institutions, and mechanism for implementation. Strategies for physical, economic development and social development are formulated from the synthesis. Physical strategies include housing and basic services. Economic development includes introduction of microfinance and training program, whereas social development includes improvement of health facilities, education facilities, and community development. Land tenure strategies are based on ownership, legality, and land use. Redevelopment strategies are formed under criteria like habitat services, finance, and roles of institutions. Strategies for relocation include site selection, housing typology, and allocation criteria. Considering ownership pattern, land use, and legality of land, tenure strategies evolved to assure land tenure security. Considering the housing condition and availability of services, strategies evolved to provide better living conditions. In the process, institutions play a major role as a helping hand, where communities benefited in finance, social awareness, and implementation of the strategies. At the end of this exercise, we were able to understand
Involvement of community brings out their emotions from the inception of the process.
Participation as the process is effective rather than receiving a product.
Two-way dialogues in participation helps in assessing the viability of decisions taken.
Understanding of local needs and aspirations reduces the chance of overlooking micro-level problems.
The process is time-consuming, which slows down the implementation.
Conflicts are liable to arise as serving everyone's interest is not possible.
It is difficult for the people to understand the technical aspects of the study.
A lot of time is required to gain their faith and have their consensus.
The structure of process should be formally designed to avoid repetitive visits and to assure smooth functioning.
Both the facilitator and the target group are benefited from the process.